If you've ever wondered how some gardens seem to grow deep green leaves, thick stems and heavy harvests without endless digging or expensive inputs, today's guide is for you. Before we go any further, make sure you subscribe to Evergreen Garden, share this video with a fellow gardener, and leave a comment telling me what kind of soil you are working with right now, because this channel is built for gardeners who want real results with less wasted effort. Now let's get straight into the shortcut that turns tired soil into rich black gold without breaking your back. Why rich black soil is not about hard work, but about smart layering. Many gardeners still believe fertile soil comes from digging deeper every season, turning the earth until their backs give up. In reality, the healthiest soils in nature are never dug. Forest floors build rich black soil by layering organic matter on top and letting biology do the work below. The lazy gardener's shortcut is simply copying this process in your own garden. Instead of mixing everything into the soil, you feed the soil from the surface and allow worms, microbes and fungi to pull nutrients down naturally. Understanding what actually makes soil black and fertile. That dark color is not magic or manure alone. It comes from humus, which is fully broken down organic matter that holds nutrients, improves soil structure, and keeps moisture available to plant roots. Humus forms slowly when carbon-rich materials mix with nitrogen and are processed by soil life. Your goal as a gardener is not to rush decomposition, but to create steady conditions where it happens continuously. This is why shortcuts that rely on surface feeding outperform constant digging over time. The core of this shortcut is surface composting, sometimes called no-dig or top dressing. At the start of a growing season or even between crops, you spread organic materials directly on top of the soil. A practical ratio that works in most gardens is 3 parts carbon to 1 part nitrogen. Carbon materials, include things like dry leaves, straw-shredded cardboard, or even dry grass. On the other hand, nitrogen materials are things such as kitchen scraps, fresh weeds, green grass clippings, or animal manure that's been aged for at least 2 weeks. So, you'll want to spread this mix in a layer that's about 5 to 8 centimeters thick. Don't mix it into the soil, just let it sit on top. Give it a light watering and then honestly let nature handle the rest. Now, here's the thing. Mulch actually accelerates soil richness without any extra labor from you. Although mulch is often treated as something separate from compost, in lazy gardening, mulch is essentially slow compost. A mulch layer of dry grass, straw, or leaves placed on top of surface compost protects moisture and regulates temperature. Over time, this mulch breaks down and feeds the soil underneath. For vegetable beds, a combined compost and mulch layer totaling 10 centimeters is ideal. In hotter climates, slightly thicker layers help prevent moisture loss and keep microbial life active even during dry spells. Using kitchen waste correctly without attracting problems. Chop scraps into small pieces and bury them lightly under mulch rather than leaving them exposed. A simple rule is 1 small bucket of kitchen waste per square meter every 2 weeks. When dealing with kitchen waste, it's crucial to balance it with at least 3 times that volume in dry material. You see, this balance is key in preventing unwanted smells, keeping pests at bay, and avoiding any nutrient loss. Over time, the little wonders that are worms will pull these nutrients deep into the soil profile. This not only enriches the surface, but improves fertility far beyond it. Now let's talk about manure and compost teas. They're best used as boosters rather than the foundation of your compost. Well-rotted manure in particular works wonders as a thin booster layer instead of being the main material. So you'll want to apply it at a rate of 1 bucket per 2 square meters and then just cover it with mulch. Compost tea can be used to, jumpstart biology, especially in poor soils. A simple tea can be made by soaking 1 part finished compost in 5 parts water for 12 to 24 hours, then watering the soil's surface, not the leaves. This feeds microbes, not plants directly, which is actually what builds long-term fertility. Patience really does beat fertilizers when it comes to long-term soil health. Chemical fertilizers might give you quick growth, but honestly they don't build up soil structure or humus. The lazy gardener's shortcut, well, it's all about feeding life in the soil, not just forcing plants to grow. Within 1 season, you'll notice the soil becomes easier to dig. By the 2nd season, it starts holding water for longer, and after 3 seasons, even if you've got clay or sandy soils, it turns darker and crumbly. This method also cuts down on weeds because healthy soils support strong crops that naturally outcompete them. Now let's talk about some common mistakes that can really slow down the formation of rich soil. One mistake folks often make is using too much nitrogen without enough carbon. And, well, this usually leads to unpleasant smells and nutrient loss. Another common issue is leaving the soil bare, which, tends to kill off beneficial microbes, and dries out organic matter before it even has a chance to decompose. Overwatering, believe it or not, can also wash vital nutrients away from your soil, so light and regular watering is much better than flooding your garden. Consistency really matters more than quantity. Small layers applied often, they actually outperform those thick layers you might apply just once a year. So, here's the thing. This shortcut fits into any garden size or style. Whether you're gardening in raised beds, open ground, sacks, or even containers, the principle truly stays the same. Feed the surface, cover it, and disturb the soil as little as possible. Even container gardeners, well, you can apply this by adding thin compost layers and topping with mulch every month. The soil just keeps improving season after season without ever needing to be replaced. Rich, black soil isn't built by effort alone, but by understanding how soil works when left to do its job. This shortcut, it saves you time, protects your body, and delivers stronger plants year after year. If this guide helped you, do subscribe to Evergreen Garden, share it with another serious gardener, and comment below with your biggest soil challenge so we can tackle it together in the next video.